Attention, please.
This uploading is only for educational purpose.
No intention to infringe copyrights.
Learning English with subtitles GPITRAL.
Follow us.
Three 320 miles south, in a region known for its rugged mountains and pristine glaciers, the city of Soldotna sits on the banks of the Kenai River. It's here Officer Vic Dillon's on graveyard shift for the Soldotna PD.
You got any weapons on you? Guns, knives, hand grenades, rabid squirrels? No. Weapons of mass destruction, your zipper's down. You're in a car full of guys. What's going on?
Dillon's been a cop in Alaska for 8 years.
Be out on the road as much as possible. The more you're out on the road, the more you're going to learn. It keeps you out of the office, keeps you active. People in the community see you, they know who you are.
It's midnight, and he spots a large group of men arguing outside a bar.
They can tell you what I do. I sit by the bar and drink Coke and eat cherries all night.
Hey, partner. Guy with the do-rag?
I got hit 3 times.
So did I, for nothing.
What's up with the do-rags and all the red coloring? So you guys aren't Bloods?
No, we're not gangs and nothing like that, man.
Right. Who's the guy that just walked inside?
Oh, that was
Problem Child. That was Problem Child.
The dude.
All right, so what do we have going on here?
I guess dude hit these guys 3 times. We can't him come outside at the same time here.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. He f***ed up my dental work.
Let's see.
He chipped my really bad.
All right, so are you saying you want to press charges against him?
Yeah, sure.
So you want to go to court and you want to testify that he assaulted you?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Because he assaulted me.
He detains the first of 2 suspects.
All right. Wait right here, don't move.
Waiting.
Who did?
The other guy that hit me, he just ran off through the woods.
Stay right here, I'm going to go run after the guy. On the 16, I'm going to be in a foot pursuit. Heading northbound near the river. Got one shoe in the woods.
It's 15 degrees as Officer Dillon gives chase into the pitch-black Alaskan night.
We're heading north along the river.
With nothing else to go on, he follows the suspect's footprints.
Looks like he went in the 10-4, that PM, I think the footprints are here.
He's up hiding here somewhere.
I followed the footprints and they all came out to here.
After trekking over a mile through 8 inches of snow, the one-shoed suspect is still on the loose.
Sublime 1636.
Back in his car, Dillon gets word that the state troopers have apprehended the suspect 2 miles away.
Hey, partner. I gotta ask you a couple questions. First, I'm gonna read your rights, okay?
What? Ask questions.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. And you say it can't be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you can afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. So you can decide any time to exercise your rights on making statements or answering questions. Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
So that's a no?
Let's go to jail.
Okay, so this person right here booked it out the front door. Ended up losing a shoe in the woods. He's got one shoe that matches the shoe that we found. So this is going to be our boy. Good job by the state troopers.
Dylan returns to the bar where the first suspect is still in custody.
She was physically assaulted by him.
He talks to the victim, and it turns out that the assault may have been racially motivated.
So I went outside, and 2, 3, 4 other people went outside, and then they started this racial.
Okay, so which guys hit you?
The big guy you have in handcuffs,
How many times did he hit you?
he hit me once, and the little guy you got that ran through the woods, he hit me twice.
Okay. Did it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt. It still hurts,
Okay.
but I'm not
Do
afraid.
you need medical treatment?
I don't need medical treatment.
Okay.
I need a dentist.
That's medical treatment.
Well, that's cosmetic. I'll deal with that later.
Okay.
Dylan approaches the first suspect, hoping he'll say more than his friend who left him behind when he ran off into the woods.
Right now we got a couple guys in there that are saying that you punched them, caused injury to them, that you guys were ganging up on them, and they didn't fight back because they felt they were outnumbered and that it was an assault.
I don't feel like you should answer any of these questions. Not a lawyer.
Okay, lawyered up. We're gonna go for a ride in this car over here, okay? Your partner just kind of left you for the whole rap, didn't he? That's kind of weak. I can't believe he just left you like that. That would suck to have a friend like that.
Both suspects are booked into Soldotna's Wildwood pretrial facility.
You guys are getting nothing out of me, all right? And record that.
Take him back there and talk to everyone.
Let's go D3.
Right now, they're going to be charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Everything ended up pretty good. We got a couple of good witnesses, lots of help from various agencies, and law enforcement wins again.
Back in Fairbanks, in the heart of Alaska's interior, Alaska wildlife troopers are briefing on the opening of the Fairbanks area winter moose hunt.
One of the problems we have with our late season hunt is that a lot of the hunters that haven't had a chance to fill their freezer during the normal hunting season, this is their opportunity to still try to fill their freezer for the year. They'll be out attempting to get out as much as possible. A lot of people are ill-equipped when they get out there. A lot of times we find these guys, they don't have the right equipment. They're already experiencing cold weather injuries or issues, and we basically kick into a search and rescue scenario where we actually have to go out and look for these guys, find them. So it's not just law enforcement, but it's also the safety of the people that are out there because of the weather conditions.
Sergeant Scott Quist heads up the briefing.
That whole foothill section is, I mean, there were a lot of moose killed there in the last 2 years. And I expect we'll have guys going in on Saturday night and some people camping out on moose.
Before first light, on a morning that begins at 30 below zero, Quist heads out on Snow Machine. The hunting grounds are a solid 20-mile ride from the end of the road. The wildlife troopers make their presence known on the ground and in the air. A super cub will spot hunters and moose kill sites and relay the information to Quist on his Snow Machine so he can check them out. So far this morning, the hunters are few and far between. It seems temperatures of 20 below have kept many hunters indoors, but the wildlife troopers continue their search. Quist radios the plane to find out if they're seeing anything from above.
Yeah, just checking in, Mike. What do you have for us?
There's a moose across the opening there.
The pilot spots what looks to be the first kill of the day. Quist heads out to find it. finds the hunters there as well.
Big old girl. I don't know why he shot her in the tongue. That was the only damn thing. That was the only thing I wanted was the tongue, and that was his first shot, just to screw me over. This is the one I didn't want to shoot. I saw a much nicer, small one down by where we saw you. Sure would be helpful if you guys could help us get her on her back.
Do that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let me take a look at paperwork and then we'll help you flip it over.
In my,
If the hunter shot the moose without a license and permit, he could face a fine of up to $5,000 and 6 months in jail.
Man, so is the plane, is that to give us a ride if you arrest us, or?
Sure. We have eyes everywhere.
I know.
Wildlife Trooper Sergeant Scott Quist uses GPS to make sure the hunters are within the legal hunting area.
My GPS says, if I'm reading it right, it says I'm legit.
No, we're legal people.
The moose is legal and his paperwork checks out.
We gotta wait, he's gonna grab that.
Quist lends the hunters a hand.
Hold on her back. Oh, yeah. There we go.
You guys are worth your weight in gold right there.
A mature moose can weigh up to 1,400 pounds and provide enough meat for a small family for a year.
We're the only ones you guys found so far that's got anything down out here?
The first moose we've checked today, yeah, surprisingly.
Alpha hunters.
The wimp stayed home. It's pretty cold.
It's kind of chilly.
Yeah, it is.
With only one moose kill to investigate, Quist turns his attention to making sure what few hunters are out and about are staying warm in the bitter cold of interior Alaska.
Don't see too much rain gear this time of year.
Yeah, it keeps the wind off really nice.
It does. How long are you planning on staying out here?
Hopefully just through today.
Well, good luck to you.
Well, thanks. Thank you.
Take care. These guys didn't look like they were dressed all that warm to me.
Kelly Hansen's.
Yeah, they had rain gear on, which was kind of surprising.
Cuts the wind.
Not a heck of a lot of wind out here. Well, I guess we'll get buttoned up and continue on down the trail.
The first day of the season comes and goes without incident. And for the wildlife troopers, tromping around the Alaska wilds in sub-zero temperatures is just another day at the office.